It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets control the tap. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
To Turner. Nikola Jokic swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Screen coming. Jokic. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Millsap. Here comes the screen. To Porter. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Pacers with the possession. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the three. And the rebound taken by Millsap. Murray with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Over to the right side. Porter. They go to Jokic. Down low to Porter. My goodness. Did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't. Just disrespectful.
Here comes the screen. To Turner. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They dared him, and he burns them.
Great shot by the offense. Penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Oh, nice swat. That's going to be out of bounds. Millsap. To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
To Millsap. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Pacers control. Nikola Jokic able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Nikola Jokic. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here comes the screen. Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
J46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season. But I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
Nuggets with the basketball. To Jokic. Count the basket inside.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability. But he looks solid on that play.
Pass stolen by the Nuggets. Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. From long range, knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Caris LeVert with a chance at a 4-point play. 71% for his career. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. Murray into the front court. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
I mean, defense. After somebody gets an easy dunk, some yelling, some kind of emotion, I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Porter. Knocked loose. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. It remains Nuggets basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Count the basket at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The shot no good on the drive by Jokic.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot comes for NBA players at this level. The more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Jokic. They'll work it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Turner. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Murray into the front court. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, had him going there for a second. Pass there, taken away by Denver. To Millsap. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Brogdon. Oh, he had him there for a second. Goes to the left side. To Turner. Shot clock winding down. Another chance. Brogdon. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Oh, Miles Turner. 2-4 now. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Substitution being made in this one. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. To Brogdon. Nikola Jokic. Huge block. And that one out of bounds off a Nugget. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 22, Karis LeVert. And number 14.
Lobs it up. Shot clock violation.
For Indiana.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Screen coming. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Barton to Aaron Gordon. Baseline.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want.
Get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Barton into the front court. His team down 9. Not going down here. Nothing going here on that drive. To Will Barton.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Jokic. Down low Green. Cleared by the Pacers. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Will Barton. Screen coming. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. For three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Gordon to Will Barton. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Indiana basketball. Here comes the screen. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Here comes the screen. And the slam.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Number 22.
Martin into the front court. Right now, down 7. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
The assist from number 25.
Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Pacers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Denver's ball. To Will Barton. Probing the defense. Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Screen coming. Great defense there, forcing the pickup, and stuffs it home. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here comes the screen. Jermichael Green tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
On the pass, stolen by Indiana. Mason Plumlee sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
He can't get past the defender. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Pacers have it. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Gordon. Gotta piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. Oh, I missed a short one there.
Here we go. I got him. Let's go. Let's play deep.
To Brogdon. From the painted area, won't go down. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
And he finishes at the rim. Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 9, Jeremy Grant. Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers.
To Brogdon. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Indiana with the basketball. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Murray with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Will Barton.
Watch the cutter, man.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Curling inside. Easy path to the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they
Murray with it. 9-point margin. Fires the 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound taken by Grant. Murray into the front court. Now down 6. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jamal Murray, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 89%. First free throw is good.
Into the game for Indiana.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Pacers control.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Doesn't get the bounce. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
It's Indiana basketball. Here comes the screen. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Off the iron. No good. Slam dunk, Will Barton. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 14, Gary Harris.
Working the outside to Brogdon.
I told you the screen was coming.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Let the debate begin, Jay. Michael Porter Jr., steal of the draft for Denver.
Last year, we were talking about this kid easily, Ed, easily, by a wide margin, going with the first pick in the draft. This is a gem for the Denver Nuggets.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Millsap. Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Indiana with the basketball.
Block up. Here you come.
To Brogdon. Shot won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Whoa! What a finish!
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Brogdon. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Missed the foul shot. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he's got the free throw as well. Pacers with the possession.
Green, I got your help.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point ball game. Pacers control.
I got ball.
Take stock of the floor.
Screen right.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
He gets it.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Jokic. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Has a look, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
From long range, not getting the bounce. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's Sabonis with the rebound. A pass stolen by the Nuggets. Long heave from three-quarters court.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Pacers are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scores. The Nuggets will start the 3rd quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
Murray and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Denver ball right now. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here comes the screen. To Turner. From the painted area, won't go down. The shot by Simmons won't go down. Murray into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, 3rd quarter. To Jokic. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. 3 for 6 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Jokic to Millsap. Domantas Sabonis pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Nothing going here on that drive. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. Murray with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Deep two there, won't go. Screen coming. Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. It's Indiana basketball. Five to shoot for Indiana. And the basket good at the rim.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. Well, let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Jokic. Here comes the screen. And he drains it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Indiana with the basketball.
Right. Hey, kick me the ball.
Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound belongs to Denver. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Gary Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. 4 out of 7.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Here comes the screen. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Runner here won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Pacers with the possession.
I got him. Here we go. Right, here we go.
To Turner. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And
Murray with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Jamal Murray. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Nuggets. Number 5, Will Barton.
Turns and slams it down.
there you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nuggets have the possession. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Will Barton trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1.
That's me. I got ball. You gotta get up on that. Hey, watch this screen left.
To Turner.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Paul Millsap rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Pacers control.
Uh-oh, you know you can't walk me out here.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
No, don't see the read. Be the read.
Martin into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Pacers come up with it. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Will Barton. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
Nuggets have the possession. Miles Turner with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Porter. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. It's Indiana basketball. Reed, defended by Jeremy Grant. Nothing going here on that drive. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Good. Off a spin.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Martin into the front court. His group now down 2. Driving right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And scores. Strong take.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Porter. Martin into the front court. Down 2. To Gordon. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. To the rim. 4-3. Knocks it down.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys. Your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Martin into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. He wants it at the rim and scores. Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Martin on the drive. Can't finish. The follow won't go either. And count the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Denver's got it. Probing the defense. Barton to Aaron Gordon. Pacers come up with it. Aaron Gordon with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 25. Stepping in for the Denver Nuggets. Number 10.
And a nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Barton into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Runner here won't go down. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Sabonis, guarded by Jeremy Grant. The quarter comes to an end with the Pacers in the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken down by Denver. Martin into the front court. His guys down by 9. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here comes the screen. It goes down.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Mason Plumlee swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Aaron Gordon at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot. Hey, clear out. I got this.
To Turner. Nothing going here on that drive. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Barton. Tosses. Nuggets with the basketball. Screen coming. Gets a look. Can't hit.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Defense. You'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Why even try that?
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 9, Jeremy Grant. Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers, number 26, Jeremy Lamb.
From long range, that's off the side of the rim, short. To Turner. The drive, right to the basket. Turner. Going to launch, beyond the arc. Buries it, on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Will Barton. Jamal Murray. That won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for three. Knocks it down.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Barton, guarded by Reed. Rebound belongs to Indiana.
Oh, yes, me and you.
Reed here against Jeremy Grant. Barton into the front court. Down a bundle. Count the bucket for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Indiana with the basketball. To Turner. Won't go. Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Davon Reed able to recover with the block. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. To Turner. Five to shoot for Indiana. Mason Plumlee, huge block. Shot clock expires, 24-second violation. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Pacers with the possession. Surveys the floor. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. To Millsap. Knocked loose. Pacers have it. Has a chance. Sabonis can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Driving right to the basket. Murray to the basket, but it won't go. perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else in the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Millsap, great look and vision. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You're probably... break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Jokic to Will Barton. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Porter to Jokic. Knocked loose. What a save. That's hard work right there. They love this hustle. Pacers get it back. And scores.
Which way do you want to, Ed? Lefty, righty? He can finish with either.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it.
Big pick right there.
Five on the shot clock. To Turner. Nikola Jokic sends it away. 24-second violation.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Jokic to Will Barton. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Navigating through traffic. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Porter. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocked loose. Pacers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. It's Denver's ball.
Hey, lock up.
Barton to Millsap. Sizing up the defense.
Match up, baby.
Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Barton knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Pacers control.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Has a look. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time. Intentional foul. He meant it.
I don't know if that was part of the game plan. Sometimes a foul like that can fire up the other team.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Pacers are in the penalty. Substitutions, Indiana.
Oh, he got a piece of it. This one to the Pacers as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers added a win with today's solid victory. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Nuggets just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Indiana Pacers did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game. these are the top. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward